to get with. Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we save, making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we have a relatively short card. Two games in the NHL, and one of those games we have a minus 465 favorite, which should be fun. And we have 6 games in the NBA. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And in basically everything other than the NFL for me yesterday, it was a good day.
Oh yeah, there was NHL. NFL. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Hey, and it is what it is. I will never promise you that our angles are 100%. Prime overs do hit sometimes. It's rare, but they do. Lost the first half, lost the full game unders with Seattle and Dallas. 0-2, down 1.61 units there. In the NBA, I broke down the entire card, and I had one regret, that I didn't bet the money line as well. Portland plus 11.5 was my only NBA play yesterday. They went outright as 11.5-point dogs in Cleveland. So 1-0 there. Should have bet the money line, but it is what it is. And in the NHL, it was a good night last night. Toronto -1 pushed. Felt like that should have won. They were up 3-1, and then they end up winning in a shootout. It got a little hairy at the end. It was 1-0 at the end of the second period, but the Florida Panthers, Montreal Canadiens did stay under 6.5, finished 5-1. Lost with the Winnipeg Jets, but Minnesota showed up offensively. They win 6-1 and get the over 6. Sorry, Tim. St. Louis Blues money line got the job done. The free pick video came through from yesterday. Vegas, Vancouver under 6.5. Anaheim plus 105 lost, and had a nice little overtime winner with the Arizona Coyotes. Nice little overtime winner there against the Colorado Avalanche, which was nice. And then, of course, I didn't get this officially, but anything I leaned in that Islanders game would have come through. I said I leaned Islanders. They won in overtime. That was a hell of a game. I leaned the team total over at 2.5. That would have smashed. I leaned the full game over, which would have smashed. I leaned the draw, which would have smashed. So basically anything I could have put my money on last night with the that game won. I did end up putting out some degenerate action on Twitter for that game because boots on the ground type of game. Pushed with the first period, won the full game. I missed my parlay because I put together a same game parlay by a Brock Nelson point. Because I had Barzal point, who had 3 assists and the overtime winner. I had Dobson, who had an assist on the overtime goal. I had Horvat, who scored the first goal for the Islanders, and Brock Nelson was left off the score sheet. We need to start talking about one thing with the Carolina Hurricanes. Their goaltending is a major problem. Pyotr Kochetkov gave up 5 goals on 16 shots last night. And that's your best option at the moment because Ronta's not much better. So Carolina's got a lot of problems right now. Maybe at the trade deadline, they look for a goaltender to shore that up. But what a game. What a game that was last night. Back and forth. I would say that was the best hockey game I've ever been to. But absolutely awesome game last night. Islanders get the job done. It was nice because 2 things heading into that game that I said the Islanders do not do. They don't win overtime games. They don't win in Raleigh. They won an overtime game in Raleigh last night, so it was a beautiful thing. So overall, 5-2-1, up 3.70 units in the NHL. Overall, finished up 2.69 units. And a good end to a terrible month because November was an awful month, but a nice profitable day to end November was nice. So looking forward to hopefully hopefully having a good December here. There's going to be bowl games. There's going to be college basketball, NHL, all that fun stuff. So there you go. Deb?
Yeah, there you go. I'm quickly finishing up that. On the site yesterday, let's pull that up because I know we had a profitable day on the site. It was definitely a good, much needed good day. We started off with we had one play on the site for college basketball, and that was New Hampshire plus 4.5. They said, F your points. We're going to win this game outright. Said, thank you. The gift that keeps on giving, 142 to 132. The over hits in the Miami, Indiana game. Brooklyn lost outright last night. Luckily, Oklahoma City won by 23. That was nice to see. The Jets somehow blew it, but the Minnesota offense came. That overhit. Arizona, love it. The under in the Vegas Golden Knights game, nice. And the Ducks end up becoming a little bit too burnt at the end, and they end up.
Yeah, that was poached duck last night.
It was poached duck, but it is what it is. Ended up being a 6-3 day, up 3.69 units. Nice.
Nice.
But ready to jump into December. I'm currently doing some stuff with the college basketball. Looks like we're gonna have 7 plays up on the site for college basketball today, which I will be putting up. The college basketball, and we're going to talk NBA, but we'll talk all the site plays will be up on the member only stuff. And I forgot to mention, because I see Nathan's comment, ECU is a basketball school. Win over UNCW. Let's go Pirates. But Nick, if you could head to the chat, I'm going to quickly finish up all the stuff for college basketball, and then we'll be good to go.
Yep, give me 2 seconds. I'm just typing in a number on my spreadsheet for NBA.
Okay.
We'll head over to the chat. Morning Facebook user. I don't know who that is. It's probably a bunch of people that could be. Yo, down a little bit from yesterday. Fair. Morning, guys. Morning, Dad. How are you? I got screwed by the Cowboys double result. 4 or 5 on the big parlay. Good way to go 4-1 to 5-leg parlay. Also got screwed by Oklahoma on the point spread against Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeesh.
I ain't betting college basketball until March Madness. This is the best time to bet it, honestly. UC Pirates came through. That was cool to see. It felt weird because Tim was watching that for a couple minutes on his phone during intermission, and I'm like, that feels so weird to watch a game at Minji's.
It did feel weird. It did feel weird. But I've watched a couple games when they're at Minji's, so.
Yeah, I don't, so it is what it is. But yeah, I'm done at betting NBA, then got screwed. Fair enough. Good morning, brothers. Let's get it. What's good, Real Deal Prime? Good morning, morning, y'all. Tear it up today and this weekend. Good luck. There we go.
Dad was the Facebook.
Oh, it was yeah. That's what I just was looking at. Yeah, that it was Dad. Pacers game over feels like a cheat code. I'm pissed I didn't get it. Yes, sir. What's good, Justin? Xavier plus 8. Fair. I don't remember who are they playing. Xavier.
I'm pulling them up now. Hold
on. Y'all lay the -2 in the Army Navy. That's not until next week.
They're playing Houston.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
Army Navy's next week. I already know what I'm going to bet in it.
You're going to bet the over, aren't you?
29.5. Yeah, I'm betting the over. I'm sorry. Army Navy games, and we'll probably have the discussion multiple times, they are unders when their totals were 38, 39, 40. 29.5 is ridiculous.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. Last night, the NFL. Good morning, guys. Last night, the NFL, I did pretty good on live. 2-0, together 5-2. Yeah, those teams played no defense last night. It was extremely frustrating, but it is what it is. You're not going to win every primetime under. Houston, yep. But we'll get into this game here, Tim. I thought this one was kind of interesting.
You did?
Huh?
You did?
What?
You find this game interesting?
I kind of do. I won't lie. I kind of do. The Devils are slight -465 favorites. Total 6.5 in this game. Also, I just saw an interesting post for this game. Neither Devils or Sharks took morning skate this morning. Both these teams are coming in off of second half of a back-to-back. Last night, it was Akira Schmid for the Devils, and Mackenzie Blackwood went for the Sharks. That means today it's going to be Kaapo Kakinen and Vitek Vanacek in net for these two teams. Let's get up the line history for this spot here, which I'm very intrigued in actually a position in this game. But let's take a look here where this line opened up at a 455. It's up to a 465. So it's moved towards the Devils. Can only imagine how many people have Senators Devils parlay today. Total opened up at a 6.5 minus 120. It's a 6.5 and minus 119. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game, which I cannot care any less about because it's a minus 450 favorite. So 12% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the Devils. Shock. Or on the Sharks. 12% tickets, 98%. But 83% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is coming out on the Devils puck line. 85% of the tickets, 91% of the cash coming out on the over in this game. And for starters, obviously my numbers show value on the Sharks in this game because I will promise you all season long, my numbers will never show value on a minus 400 favorite. They just won't. So immediately, it's Sharks or nothing.
Yep.
All right. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm interested in the San Jose Sharks a little bit in this game. For one reason and one reason only. When you look at the Devils this year, they are 1-10 on the puck line at home this year.
Yeah,
okay. They've covered one puck line at home. Granted,
I don't want to talk about that puck line game.
Yeah, they covered the puck line at home against the Buffalo Sabres. But on the flip side, you look at San Jose on the road, 0-10-1. So am I going to bet San Jose Sharks to win this game? Hell no.
How about 0-10 on the puck line?
Yeah, they've not been good. I'm well aware. But with that being said, I'm interested in the Sharks first period, plus 265. But I'm more interested in the Sharks plus 2.5 at minus 130. That's not asking the Sharks to cover a true puck line. And it's asking a Devils team, challenging a Devils team to not only cover a puck line at home, but cover a extended puck line at home, which I don't think that they can do. So my official play for this game will be the San Jose Sharks plus 2.5 at minus 130. I think that is a great price for 2.5 goals. And I'm going to move on that here. So for me, San Jose Sharks plus 2.5. Plus 2.5, minus 130.
Pass. As much as I would love to fade the or back whatever with the puck line with New Jersey, they're 1-10 on puck line at home. San Jose is 0-10 on the puck line on the road. So I can't really do that. I can't really do that with anything. There's going to be no value with the New Jersey Devils at all on here. I'm not touching a total because this game could easily be 2-1, 3-1, 7-1. Honestly, it could be anywhere in that range. You don't know what these two teams are going to do, especially on a second leg of a back-to-back. I'll be honest. We're going to be talking what? There's 2 hockey and 6 NBA. I'm going to have 1 play today. So I'm completely off this game, Nick. Good luck, though. Actually, I'll look for you to see if you can get San Jose 2.5 on the site.
Yeah, if it's only 1.5, I don't want it.
I can get you a 2.5.
Can?
Yeah, minus 117.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that for the site. Absolutely.
Okay. I'll put that up for you and go back to the chat real quick.
Yep. Sorry, I was punching in NBA numbers. Let's see. Good vibes. What's good, Nicholas Handy? What's good? No way San Jose wins this, right? Come on. I've never said they're going to win. Never said they're going to win. Keep it within 2 goals? Maybe. Surely this is an over? Yeah.
Could be.
I could see this game being an over, and maybe San Jose team total over. If you don't trust them to keep it within whatever, if you think this potentially could be 6-3 Devils, team total over 2.5 plus 135. I don't think that's a bad look either. I just don't feel like putting 2 bets on the Sharks tonight. So, but if I was doubling up on this game, I'd grab Sharks 2.5. Now I'd grab Sharks team total over 2.5. So, cash big with the Sharks team total yesterday, 1 and 1.5. Yeah, I mentioned this yesterday. I had no interest in the Sharks yesterday. And I get it. They were getting a great price. Boston was a big price yesterday. But if you looked situationally, that game played out exactly how I thought it would. I thought it was going to be an under, and I didn't like the Sharks. And it's because the Sharks traveled across country off of 2 wins at home, and Boston lost 3 in a row, giving up, I believe, 17 goals in those 3 games.
Yeah.
Like, you expected Boston to show up defensively in that game. They weren't going to lay another dud, especially, and that was just a great that was a great bet right there. A get right spot for Boston defensively. What's good, Nunya? What's good? Let's get this money. Absolutely. Capo and a Devils game. There's got to be some over here. Yeah. Sharks team total over 2.5 plus money. That's not a bad look either. RV 420. There you go. He's just saying hi to all the people in the chat. Y'all eyeing any college basketball today?
Yes.
Of course. We're always looking for college basketball every day.
We got 7 plays up on the site.
Yeah, we'll give out one spot here. Wyoming. Cowboys laying the points. Done it. First period plus a half. That's not a bad look either if you're playing it safe, like with the 2.5 as well. First period plus a half is minus 102, saying at the worst be tied. That's not a bad look at all. Sharks first period plus a half. Just in time for the good NHL info. There you go. Books have been, ouch. I've been on a cold streak on everything but college basketball. You know, people saying, yeah. New Mexico State plus 10.5. I kind of lean Liberty in that game. I did not bet that game. I only bet the Oregon-Washington game. And if you saw the free pick video last night, I'm on the under 65.5 in Oregon-Washington.
Oh, you're on the under? I gave out the over for that game on a free pick video for picks and parlays.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite side there for that total. Everything correlated for me. The market was pointing towards the under. The lines moved towards the under. My projection showed value on the under. Washington's been going under as of late. Their offense has not been clicking as of late. And Oregon's defense, I think, is good enough to slow down Washington's offense. So, yeah, I like that under actually a decent amount. And I haven't bet a total in a while. I'll bet more totals next year in college football. But I really like that under. But, yeah, we'll move on, though. The final NHL game of the card. The Ottawa Senators are in Columbus to take on the Blue Jackets. Senators minus 150, total 6.5 in this game. I think both underdogs have a lot of merit today. If you bet both underdogs, you might come out on top. This one has some interesting line movement, though. Line opened up at a 125 for these Senators. It's now up to a 152. I don't know if I particularly agree with that line movement. Line opened up at a 6.5 minus 133. It's down to a 6.5 at minus 123 for the over. So the line's moved 10 cents towards the under there. I kind of agree with that. 62% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the under. 59% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the Senators here in this game. And let me get up my projections for this game. I have this game projected for 5.93 goals. So I do see some value there with the under. And I see value with Columbus. Columbus is one of those teams where I think that they're going to have some value on them going forward. I think the Senators are a little overpriced here. This market move is kind of confusing me why this line's moved up as much as it has. I think it's only produced a little bit more value on the Blue Jackets in this game. So this would 100% be dog or pass for me. And this would be under a pass for me. But I think I'm just going to focus on Sharks plus 2.5 tonight. I think that's going to be the only thing that I'm going to be focused on in the NHL and prepare for the big NHL card tomorrow. So I'm going to lean Jackets and under. I don't think I'm going to get either, though.
I'm not going to get to anything in that game either. I looked at this card today and went, nah. I wasn't betting a minus 400 game, and these two teams are not good. The Senators are overrated, and Columbus has just been playing a lot. I feel like they're on our card, like they're on the slate every other day. And sometimes like they've been playing a lot of games lately. 22nd, 24, 26, 27, 29. Like they've been playing.
They have been playing a lot of hockey as of late, which is another reason why I'm kind of keeping off them too.
So this is just kind of a stay away spot for both of these games today. If I found something I was interested in, I would have been all over it, but I didn't find anything, so ended up being a stay away.
Fair enough. Back to the chat. I'm finishing punching in NBA numbers.
What did you leave off?
Crap. Here you go.
Anya. Liberty. I like Liberty in college basketball. What's up, guys? What's up, Guillermo?
College basketball or college football?
Well, it was 6, so I'm guessing it's college basketball because they were like 4 in college basketball.
Okay, I my bad. I'm not on the. I wasn't on the.
You're good. Y'all see Houston average 11 steals a game. I know if there's any type of cold, Xavier can cover 9.5, but I'm taking Houston first half. I didn't touch that game. Good luck to you. Xavier is kind of sloppy too. I haven't really watched any Xavier games, so I can't tell you. Let's jump into the NBA, Nick, which I want to pair up 3 games. I'm not going to pair them up, but I'm going to put them back to back to back so I can kind of just mention all of them kind of the same deal.
Yeah, but we're still going to do our due diligence on these games. See if we can find anything we like for these games. So
I don't.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Just typing in some numbers. So I have numbers for this one. All right, cool. Let's take a look here. We have the Washington Wizards. They're at the Orlando Magic. Magic minus 11. Total of 237.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history for this spot here. Let's move from hockey to the association. We have Orlando. They opened up at a 10.5. They're up to 11. So the lines move towards Orlando here in this one. Line opened up at 235.5. It's up to 237.5. So a move towards the over and a move towards Orlando here in this spot. Now on action, let's move from NHL to NBA, where we have 83% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on these Magic. 50% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the over in this game here as well. And I believe the line moved towards the over. It moved 2 points towards the over, and it's moved towards Orlando. My projection for this game is a 11.5 range. So it wasn't enough for me to go ahead and pull the trigger on this game. So this ended up being a pass for this spot for me at the moment. I still need to see how what teams grade out well today. So this is not a game I'm particularly interested in. No, my numbers have a slight lean towards Orlando at the 11, but like all of half a point of value towards Orlando at the 11. So pretty easy stay off here for me.
I love Orlando. They've made me a lot of money this year so far. They're the most profitable team in the NBA. They are 15-3 against the spread, 8-1 at home against the spread, 9-1 against the spread in their last 10 games.
And they're really good in the first half too.
They even covered the 10.5 last game against these Washington Wizards when they won by 19. I'm not laying double digits in a game. I just don't. I did it a couple of times last year, and I lost every single time. I just don't lay double digits. I find other spots, or I just stay off that game entirely. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about for the next. Well, one of them is a 9.5 technically, but there's just I don't find value in games that have double digit spreads. Should Orlando cover? Yeah, Orlando should cover this game and win this game and go 14-5 to start the year and be number 2 in the East. Am I betting it? No, I'm not. So stay away from me in this one to start it off.
Fair enough. I feel like if you're looking for any type of value in this game, I think the best way you can approach it is taking Orlando first quarter or first half.
Yeah, probably something in that nature.
Because they're a really good first half team. I've heard that before.
Yeah. Morning, gentlemen. Morning. I think the word for yesterday was over because no under was safe. Nope, no unders were safe. Magic first half. I could see that. Yotes was my best win last night, plus 140, plus 375 live. Never doubt the Coyotes.
Hell yeah.
And then hold on, he wants he wants that. And you get Mr. Wiley Coyote for sure. Indiana plus 2.5. I'm guessing this is college.
Yeah.
I think we lean that way, but not. It wasn't anything that we got to. Take the over in the Magic. I could see. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Orlando 8-0 last. Yeah, exactly. This Orlando team has just been fantastic. Over race to 10. Magic first quarter. That is. You know what? Go for it. Magic first quarter. Why not? Magic have just been really good. All right, this is a 9.5, but I kind of group it in the same picture.
Yeah, and I wonder actually what the number is for that game real quick. That could be an interesting way to approach it. I highly doubt it pays anything remotely close to decent. But the Orlando Magic double result, first half full game.
Probably doesn't pay much.
I didn't think so either. We had Dallas Mavericks 9.5-point favorites against the Memphis Grizzlies. Mavericks are total 230 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, see if anything pops out here. To where this line opened up at an 11, it's down to a 9.5. So a movement towards the Memphis Grizzlies in this spot here. Line opened up at a 233, it's down to a 230. So it's moved towards the under as well. We have 89% of the tickets and 81% of the cash here is coming in all over those Dallas Mavericks. They're making it more appealing. They're saying, yeah, come on. Keep giving us that Dallas Maverick money. We'll take it all day long. 42% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on this on the under, which is why the line has moved towards the under. For me here, my projection in this game was -7 for Dallas. I see value here with the Memphis Grizzlies, and I know it's ugly, and I know when it comes to betting the NBA, not a lot of people like my capping because I take a lot of ugly dogs. Like, that's the one thing I do. I mean, I cashed with Portland the other night or last night. I lost with Detroit the night before. But, like, I don't take the pretty plays. I just don't.
No.
And with that being said, I think that the Memphis Grizzlies potentially beat the Dallas Mavericks tonight. Or at least cover this number. Now, I left myself kicking myself last night because I took the Portland Trailblazers 11.5. And they covered. I was fine with that. But they won outright, and I didn't have any money line on them. I am going to take the Memphis Grizzlies here at plus 9.5. I am taking the Grizzlies at 9.5. And just so I don't kick myself, I'm sprinkling small on the money line at plus 340. Small. Grizzlies plus 9.5. Grizzlies money line. For me, 9.5, 340.
I understand the Grizzlies look. Once again, this is similar to the last game. I'm not going and trying to bet a spread like this. I just don't really see. Me personally, I don't see value in going after -9.5. And I'm waiting for the Grizzlies. I mean, I'm waiting for them to kind of prove to me why I should be backing them. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Is why should I be backing you guys? I have no reason to right now. So for right now, I'm just not going to be touching these types of games. See no value in big spreads like this. To stay away from me.
Fair. Yeah, I took a shot here. It is what it is.
So damn busy at work this time of year. Haven't been able to comment my plays as much. Hey, it's all good, dude. It's all good. Get to what you do and make that money, dude. Over. Yeah, I could see the over in the Dallas game. Yeah, we know, Nick. You're a psychopath, like to take huge money lines.
And the one time I don't, they win outright as an 11.5 point dog.
All right, we'll talk about one other dog that's kind of annoying.
Yeah. We have the San Antonio Spurs and the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans 12.5 point favorites in this game. Total of 236 in this spot. Let's get into the line history in this game here, where we have New Orleans. They opened up at a 12.5, and it's still a 12.5. The lines move about 5 cents in their direction because they went from -110 to -115. Line opened up at a 234.5. It's up to a 237.5. So a line move here towards the over as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game, where we have 56% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the Pelicans, and the line is only moved 5 cents. 91% of tickets are on the over as well. Let's take a look at my projections for this game. And I have the Parleys around a 10.5, 11 range. So I do see value here with the Spurs. Am I going to jump on another ugly dog? No. But it would be Spurs or nothing for me in this game if I was looking at betting this game.
Once again, it's just a double-digit spread, and you get a Spurs team that's 0-10 against the spread in their last 10 games. Is that something I want to be looking at? No, I don't want to be backing something like that. This is a Spurs team that is garbage. And we can really kind of resemble the Spurs to the Blackhawks. Victor Wembanyama is not the entire answer, just like Connor Bedard's not the entire answer on that team. And they just looked really rough to start the year. That's all it is. And the Pelicans, I like the Pelicans. I think they're a solid team. They got CJ McCollum back. I think they make a little bit more of a run here. Am I laying 12.5 points? No, absolutely not. I'm staying away from this game. The first 3 games, absolutely nothing wanting to do with them. I will say I have my one and only play in the next game we talk about.
Fair.
I'm interested in the Washington Huskies spread and money line first half full game. I kind of lean Ducks. But that's just me. Probably seen total over.
Do we think, real quick on the Washington Huskies game, do we think it's gone too far that this line's a +10?
I think it tells you everything you need to know. Are
we overrating the Ducks?
Why is the team that's undefeated and number 3 in the nation a 10-point dog?
Because they've had some struggle wins.
To me,
and Oregon's blowing everybody out.
It should not be that close. It should not be that wide of a spread, I should say. But
for the record, I have that game around an 8.5. So I expected it to be wide. I didn't expect double digits wide though.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. But I may play the Don props. Yeah, you can play Luka props. The only thing is, be careful. The game could get out of hand real quickly. Ducks first half full game money lines.
The double result. I think that would cut it down to a
double result.
Yeah.
NBA alternative prop podcast yesterday with Zion, Jokic, and Jaylen Brown. Nice work, dude. Senators and the under. Sharks first period.
I do lean under in that Sens game. I leaned Blue Jackets for the side. I didn't bet anything. My only hockey play was the Sharks 2.5.
There you go. Somebody getting blown out today. There can be a bunch of teams getting blown out today.
Yeah.
What happened to Wemby? He's just not. He's playing. He's just not the entire answer. So, Liberty Flames on the football field.
I lean in that direction. New Mexico State does have some merit to it, but I would only lean favorite in that game.
There you go. On to the next one, Nick.
Yeah. The marquee matchup of the night. Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers. Celtics 6-point favorites in this game, total 225 in this spot. Seems a little wide. Let's get into it. This line actually has moved up. It's up to a 6.5 now. It opened up at a 6. It got up to a 7 at one point. It's come back down to a 6.5. Line opened up at a 224. It's up to a 224.5. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 64% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the Boston Celtics. Makes sense there. And then we have 89% of tickets, 77% of the cash is on the over as well. My projection for this game here is the Celtics should be around a 3.5, 4. So actually the 76ers, when I looked at the numbers here, grayed out as the second best play of the day for me. It's a lean at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to get to them because I know you've already put up on the site the opposite side, and I really don't like going up against that. So I would lean Sixers, but I mean the Celtics are not particularly a team I want to jump in front of that right now either.
This is a Celtics team that I just want to grab.
This line, my bad. This line kind of tells me somebody's not playing for the Sixers.
No, it's telling me that the Celtics are clearly the better team and they're at home.
Yeah,
they're saying that on a neutral site,
the top two teams.
On a neutral site, this game should be 3, which makes sense to me. I'm on the Celtics. This is a team that I keep backing. They're 8-0 at home, 6-2 against the spread at home. And they seem to have the 76ers number. I'm not high on the Sixers at all. I don't think that they're a great team. And when it comes to it, I think you're going to see some regression from them. They are coming off of a loss to the Pelicans. I expect them to lose to the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans are a better team. They're coming off of wins against the Lakers. Blew them out. Okay, everybody does that. Lakers suck. And winning against OKC. That was an impressive win to me because I did not see them winning that game. But I see this team having some regression. And I think Boston is clearly the better team here. I took a -6. And I see some 6.5, 7s now. So I'm on the Celtics today, Nick.
Yeah, I'm hearing in the chat a little bit that we might not be seeing Embiid tonight.
Nah, he's a bitch anyway. Oh shoot, did I say that out loud again? The spread is a 7 at DraftKings right now for the Liberty.
That line moving up is telling me somebody's not playing. That's what that's telling me because that line should not be a 6. And I think that line is that way it is because somebody's not playing. I truly think that because I have Philadelphia as a top 5 team in the NBA. Top 3 team on some of my power rankings. No, these are the top 2 teams in the East.
I can see that. Yo. What's up, Mr. Kryptonite? St. Thomas versus Western Michigan. Under. We don't really touch totals right now in college basketball just yet. I'm going to once conference play starts. Celtics first half. I could see Celtics first half. Grabbed UC Riverside at plus 6,000. Cashed out 30 seconds left. There you go. I heard Embiid might be out. Embiid might not be playing. That's fair. And Sixers on 2-day rest. Prepared for Sixers. I'm surprised that Embiid wouldn't play against the Sixers. Against the Celtics. That's kind of ridiculous. Michigan, Iowa. Under? No.
Yes.
Texas spread? Yes. And lean Louisville. I like Louisville. Nick's on the opposite side. Under.
Michigan team total under. Michigan team total under 20.5.
I could see the under in the Sixers game. Laugh. I could see Sixers mailing the shit. Yeah, I could see that too. I could very well see that. We got 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah, Toronto Raptors -2 against the New York Knicks. Total 217.5 in this game. Let's get into it here where we have for the line history in this spot. The Toronto Raptors open up at a 1.5. They're up to a 2. So the Raptors are favored in this game. Line opened up at a 217.5. It's down to a 216 in this one here. Let's take a look at the cash flow where we have 65% of the tickets are on the Knicks, but yet this line's gone from 1.5 to 2 for the Raptors. 34% of tickets, 75% of the cash is on the money line for the Knicks, and the line's moved towards the Raptors. 52% of tickets, 71% of cash on the under. The line is moved towards the under in this game here. And my number for this one here is the Knicks should be a favorite in this game. The market is telling me don't bet the Knicks. My number is telling me bet the Knicks. I'm not going to be betting the Knicks in this game. It would be my numbers say Knicks. The market says Raptors. I'm passing. I need everything to correlate in the NBA in order to bet it, and this is not anything that correlates for me.
No, I don't blame you. I'm not touching this one either. There's just a lot of games that I'm just not interested in going after today. This slate was kind of weird, and I didn't feel like I needed to get to this game in general. So I didn't. This is a Raptors team that I don't really bet anyways, and they're kind of a tough team for me to figure out. And the Knicks, the Eastern Conference in general is just tougher for me. I would do a lot better with the Western Conference, so I kind of just stick to the Western Conference. I'm on a pass in this game.
Fair. Which we will be able to end with a Western Conference game that I know you'll have plenty to say about.
There you go. Supness, Sharks in regulation.
That's bold. I don't mind it.
Put your nuts on the table. Come on, put your nuts on the table. Reverse puck line. Let's go. Kidding. I'm liking the under in the next game. I can see that. Also, Wizards again. You're not getting me to bet the Wizards. Lost 7-legger because of UMBC. It even had Jets race to 2, which hit. No, it didn't. Jets didn't even score 2 goals last night.
Jets scored 1 goal last night.
Jets scored 1 goal, so that didn't hit either. UMBC got blown. Yeah. Money line. No to the Wizards. All right, Nick, let's head to the defending NBA champions.
Yeah, and I do have one question with this game. I don't know if because I don't really pay attention to much. Have the Nuggets played the Suns yet this year?
No.
No. If I can have that. No. Thank you. This line opened up at a 2.5. It's down to a 2. So a move towards Phoenix. Line opened up at a 225. It's up to a 225.5. So a half-point line movement towards the over in this game here. We have 53% of the tickets and 93% of the cash is on the Nuggets. Yet this line's moving towards the Suns.
I saw this open up at 1.5 when I was doing my looking at last night.
On what?
I looked through all the stuff on BetStamp. I saw a couple 1.5s. All right.
Bet online, it opened up at a 2.5. Let's see. Caesars opened this one up at a 2.5. DraftKings opened it up at a 2. I mean, you probably could have
fluctuated of 1 or 2 points. Oh yeah, but we'll go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
Fair enough. 82% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Suns or on the over. In this game, the lines move slightly towards the over. There. And my number from behind this game is the wrong team is favored. My numbers have the Phoenix Suns as a 1.5 point favorite here at home. And we're getting a plus money price tag next to them here. With the market moving towards them, the public on the Nuggets at this short price. I like the Suns in this game. I think this is a Suns spot. Everything's correlating for me to go ahead and bet the Suns. So I'm going to be on the Suns tonight, Tim. I'm sorry. I'm going to be on the Suns.
There is a couple of injury concerns with the Nuggets, so that could also explain line movements because both Murray and Gordon are questionable at the moment. So that could have a little bit of influence on the line. I don't trust the Nuggets on the road right now. Granted, a lot of that was without Jamal Murray, but they're 2-8 against the spread on the road. Granted, it's a 2-point spread. Most likely the spread in this game is not going to matter.
No, I just took the 105 money line.
I don't blame you for taking the Suns. Personally, it could be a revenge spot for the Suns.
That's why I asked if they've played each other yet.
They have not. So I understand your reasoning. I'm personally staying away from this game because, I mean, you get a Suns team that I don't trust either. So this one ends up being a pass for me.
Fair. Suns plus 105 for me.
Cool. Ducks didn't touch the Jets. Brain fart. Yeah. That prop parlay I posted was for today, bros. My bad. Hold on, let me pull that back up. I didn't realize that. So Zion against the Spurs, a Joker, 10 plus rebounds, and Jaylen Brown, 2+ assists. Get it, dude. Sorry, I totally blanked that was today's. Let's go Golden Nuggets. Yeah, I like my Nuggets, but I'm not betting them today. I have a feeling Copen State was covering and winning. There you go. Nuggets in the over. I could see an over in this game for sure. But that is all of the games. We somehow made 6 games last 45 minutes. So good work, Nick. Let's jump into a little bit of
housekeeping.
We'll make it brief. Links above Nick's head. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you guys are following all of those. If you guys are interested in becoming members of the channel, I will be posting the plays on that after the show. So college basketball, the one NBA play, if Nick has any.
Sharks.
The Sharks are up on the site already. And I'm not sure if we're going to have a college football game today. We'll see. Because we kind of split on that Pac-12 game. And then I'm not sure about the other game. But all those will be up. Member only. It's mostly the 7 plays in college basketball. Recap for today. I'm on the Celtics, and that is it. Nick?
Yeah, I'm rocking with the Sharks plus 2.5 in the NHL. I do lean towards that Sharks team total over at 2.5 at plus money as well, but I'm not going to put multiple bets down on the Sharks because I barely bet the Sharks to begin with, and I don't like betting the Sharks to begin with, so I'm not going to add more to them. And then the NBA, 2 doggies for me. Memphis Grizzlies plus 9.5, sprinkle that plus 340. And then the Phoenix Suns plus 105 for some burnt nuggets tonight. So that's what I'm rocking with for today. And I'm also rocking with under 65.5 for Washington, Oregon. I'll give that out because I gave that out in the free pick video last night.
There you go. Northwestern. No, we're on the opposite side. Sam, do you ever bet Montreal? Minus 1.5. I did not. I'm sorry I disappointed you. What's your best hooky play? UConn. What about UConn?
That's hockey. Oh, Joe.
Where is
didn't Joe say Sharks and Reg?
Yeah, Joe said Sharks and Reg. Is Connecticut playing today?
Yeah, they play Kansas.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that game. Because we have no value on it. We have it at a pick'em. Collected. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm hungry. We're going to go get lunch. We'll see you guys for Bet Win Repeat at 1 o'clock here on ESB and on the Picks and Parleys. Good night, guys.